Okay. Then we have the third rasa, where we connect with Ishvara as our child. So we become the parent and Ishvara becomes the baby. Some of you are aware of baby Jesus. And what is that? Well, that's just like you start feeling parental towards this divine baby, or baby Krishna, baby Rama, baby Ganesha, very popular. And this is known as Vatsalya Bhava, Vatsalya. Vatsalya literally means parental love, affection, and even pampering. Vatsalya Bhava. And I will take you here into the annals of baby Krishna and how his mother connected with the supreme intelligence of this universe through her baby, through her infant. That's just so amazing. And because of familiarity with this bhava, yesterday I was with my grandnephew, my sister's grandson. And he's 6 months old, and I will share with Ishani some photos with him. And he was charming the whole family with his 6 or 7-month-old antiques. And I was chanting to him, oh, and he was going, oh, like, because he's a mimic, he's a parrot right now. So it's going, oh, and then he was going in his guttural way, oh, that was really fascinating. And suddenly I had a recollection of, if this baby is a mini avatar, as we all humans are, the unconscious avatars of that Ishvara, we are coming into consciousness, then what would have happened to Yashoda when that baby was Krishna? And it brought tears to my eyes. So Vatsalya Bhava is a deep love of the divine as a parental figure. Then we have the fourth bhava, which is Shanta Bhava. Shanta, from Shanti, Shanta Bhava. This is the rasa of a child's connection to the divine as their parent. For example, we saw in Prahlad's story, which I will repeat again from this perspective, where Prahlada was a young child whose own parent was abusive. But he saw Vishnu or Ishvara as the real parent. And so in every experience of adversity, Prahlada, who is just you and me, filled with incomplete relationships, found Shanta, returned to Shanta Bhava, returned to that peaceful state within. And we'll have contemplations and practices on these bhavas. And finally, I want to talk about Madhurya Bhava. Madhur means sweet. Madhurya Bhava, Madhury, Madhurya Bhava. It is the mode of experiencing romantic love and even a sensual fervor towards Ishvara. So, how sinful, some of you may think, because Ishvara is beyond that experience. That's human. That's what brings us down, but not in the Vedas. In Vedas, the sexuality, sensuality, romance is, we have to understand that tradition upholds all these experiences as divine reflections. You can understand that. So it involves, this Madhurya Bhava is fascinating bhava, which we'll go into depths. But that's the kind of love Mirabai had for Krishna, where she saw Krishna as her husband. And she would pen pretty romantic songs to him. She always called Krishna by the name Giridhar, the mountain lifter. And not only and not only Mirabai, but when Krishna's avatar was on earth, he lived prior to the Mahabharata episode and all, but during his childhood and teenage years, he lived in a village called Gokul. And his, I will share his story to you, but he was raised by foster parents who were milk, they were, I don't know, they milked cows. I don't know what's that name called. So they would collect milk, make butter, sell the milk, sell the butter. Cow herds, I think, yeah. He was the chief of cow herds, and there were many, many, many stories of the milk maidens being completely infatuated by first the baby Krishna, which was then the maternal love, and then later as he came into youth and became remarkably handsome, because he was the ultimate magnet, he was ultimate divine. So all these maidens who were maybe much older to him, even 80-year-old even, or young, age didn't matter. They were all just totally in love with him. And we have this erotic poetry by other saints about how their clothes will become, when he would begin playing his flute, their clothes would come undone, their necklaces would fall off, they would just stand there in the trance of divine love, passion, sensuality, sexuality, because all of their being was aroused. And this is just such pure love. And prime among them, these milkmaids, was a milkmaid called Radha, who is considered Lakshmi incarnate, because Vishnu and Lakshmi always incarnate at the same time, because this is a divine couple that is into the sustenance of all of us. So they are principles, not just people who are incarnating. So that principle incarnates again and again, and this time as Krishna and Radha. And this intense pangs of love and yearning. And when Krishna was called on duty away from his childhood village, and then onwards to the Battle of Mahabharata, where he gave the greatest gospel of enlightenment and consciousness to humanity, he did not go back to Radha. But we never forget Radha, because she's an example. She and the other milkmaids are example of that, and Mirabai, who came much later, of course. These are all examples of loving the divine and experiencing intense pangs of separation, longing, entreaties for closeness, to have the divine vision, to be accepted, to be in sacred union, and to be in complete identification with the divine. So this is a very unique bhava, which completely violates all kinds of, holy, unholy protocols. And that's why it's not my go-to bhava, but it's totally the bhava that I enjoy, and we can talk a little more about it. So, in short, I would say that Dasya Bhava is loving Ishwara as mistress of the universe, divine mother, master of the universe, divine father, the cosmic keeper of the universe, divine allness, divine cosmic consciousness. Saakhya Bhava, friendship Bhava, is about loving Ishvara as your own close friend to which you seek guidance. Vatsalya Bhava is loving Ishvara as your own child. Shanta Bhava is loving Ishvara as your parent. And Madhurya Bhava is loving Ishvara as your beloved. And if we will find, I feel like we explore or we are natural with one or two bhavas or rasas, and then any one of them can take us to the zenith of a union between the yogi and the one that is being sought through yoga, the bhakta and the goal of bhakti, which is Ishvara. It leads us into not two awareness, separation, but a singular awareness. As the devotee and the divine unite through this practice of the bhavas, which give us experience of rasa, there is union within separation and separation within union. It's a very unique thing. We carry on with our lives. I mean, Radha was married and the milkmaids were often old women, and Mirabai was a queen, and we just go on with our transactional life, but still within us we are united. The Atma is united with Paramatma. The self within is united with the Supreme Self, which is within and everywhere. So this is the goal of the Bhakti Rasas. And let me see how much time remains. Probably we will just discuss these rasas in short. And I will begin, probably that's appropriate. I'll have lots of time to discuss. Now I know that I will have 5 satsangs. Probably one detailing each of the rasas.